So yeah, and last but not least, I have to say Jose Revlon as well. Those are my three inspirations: Jose Revlon, Damien Revlon, and the King, Jose Extravaganza. Yes.
Who are some of your favorite members in the ballroom community that you have battled and made it hot that you love to perform with on the Battle Zone?
I would have to say Andre. I think the first time I battled Andre, I was really, really nervous. Yeah, I would say Andre Mizrahi. So shout out to Andre.
Yeah, shout out to Andre Mizrahi. We had him last week on the show, by the way. He's actually having a ball here in Florida. Coming soon, so I'll be releasing some exclusive information and some tea on that.
Good. Yeah, definitely Andre. You know, Andre has been, doing it for years now, and his style of Vogue is just, it fits him so well to me.
Right.
I love it.
Now, what are some of the favorite balls you've walked? What are some of your favorite iconic moments in ballroom history?
I would have to say I have two that I feel was okay. I would have to say the Galliano ball in Atlanta. I think it was 2006 or 2008. I would have to say there because, that was a good moment for me. And also I have to say the latex ball when I came out in that green bubble. That to me was okay. It was alright,
Wow. Amazing. And what were some of your favorite categories that you love to watch?
Ooh, back in the days, my favorite Femme Queen performance.
Yes, they used to cat it out.
Yeah, like watching Odavia LaBeija, Letitia Revlon, Leah Richards, Alyssa, Camille Richards, who's Christina now. Yeah, I think those are my favorite moments.
Ballroom kids and legends and icons.
Yeah. Yeah, I miss those times. I think I'm happy to say that I'm happy that I came from the era that I came from, and that I was able to participate with those legends that I did. So I mean, I know times change and styles evolve and stuff like that, but I think now out of the new generation, I think my favorite one is Javier Ninja.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh? That might have been an accident. They done tried it. My sound boy done tried it. He done fucked up on the sound effect. You better stop it. Javier Ninja, we love you. Oh, how you live.
Yeah, he's my favorite.
He turns it with his technique. You know, there's very few. There's a couple that I can count on my hand that really bring technique and dance to ballroom. And I just wanted to shout out to you guys because when I watch ballroom today in the new generation, I mean, I like it. You know, it's cool. I'm not trying to downgrade anybody or anything, but I'm used to seeing precision, dance, and technique and style and grace. You know, and to me, those were elements.
Right.
Now it's more performance, wigs, making sure that you can whip your hair.
It's a gymnastic class, actually.
Yeah, actually it's a workout.
Yeah, but the thing to me that the reason why I admire and love Javier so much is because, he came after and he just made it different. He made it his own. And that, to me, is what innovation is all about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell the bitch to get back.
Okay, how do you feel about Vogue Femme?
In general? I like Vogue Femme. I mean, to me, there's only a certain handful that I can actually watch do it.
Who are some of your favorite Vogue Femme?
Are the Brit Queens or all around?
All around.
I would have to say Ashley Icon, Sanaya Ebony, Alyssa, Deshawn, and Naomi Wonder Woman. Yeah. Oh, and I can't forget Taifa Icon. Sorry, shout out to Taifa, my brother.
Sorry about that.
They're too young to remember.
Okay. Now, how do you feel about Bush Queen up in drags?
No comment. No comment.
Do you feel that Vogue Femme is taking over the ballroom scene?
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's a different time. I think Vogue Femme now is what New Way was years ago.
Wow. And how was it?
Yeah.
What were the difference between back then and now? Like, let's reminisce a little bit.
Well, I think that, back then, at least for me, it was a little bit, it was still underground.
Right.
Nowadays, ballroom is so commercialized that it's everywhere. It's in almost every video. A lot of artists are taking it, so it's more commercialized these days. Yeah, so it's, exactly.
We have a ballroom icon on the Verizon commercial. Shout out to
you have Jeff Mizrahi. Exactly. Shout out to Jeff Mizrahi.
So yeah, it's definitely branching out.
From Madonna to J-Lo to FKA Twigs, Rihanna's in Galea. She's working, so it's there. It's there.
Did you die when Rihanna came out from the
Yes and no.
Okay. Ooh, smooth.
I say no because, why not?
Yeah, it was bound to happen, you know what I mean?
Of course.
Okay, now the new generation has limited performance to 5 elements and is historical accurate. What were the 5 elements of Vogue back in the day? Well, better yet, what are the 5 elements, or what are the elements for New Way?
Well, that's the thing. Like when I was learning and coming up, no one really talked to me about elements. To me, this element thing is new now. Right. That's my opinion.
Okay.
But to me, overall, I think that for Vogue,
How do you feel about that?
About what?
About the new generation, bringing elements.
No, that's good. I'm all for change, and I'm all for things evolving.
Okay.
Kudos to them.
Okay. Now, what was the?
But to me, for me growing up from New Way, my understanding was what I learned. It was all about your attitude and your confidence, your grace, your precision, your arms control, and your stretch. But it wasn't so much stretch. It wasn't a gymnastics class like it is these days. Like to me, they're lacking the Vogue part of it.
Right. It was
That's
more
my opinion.
More technique.
Yeah, you have to tell a story.
You have to perform. When you perform,
right.
You're
all around.
Yeah, you're setting the place, setting plot. You're performing.
Exactly.
Now, also the new generation, they lump categories into one, like open to all, old versus new, twister versus sister, open to all female figure. Historically, what's the difference between Butch Queen poses and more poses, Butch Queen pop, dip and spin, Butch Queen pop, dip and stretch, Butch Queen stretch with gymnastics, Butch Queen Vogue Femme, Butch Queen Vogue Femme dramatics, etc., because the list goes on and on and on.
Oh, that's a lot.
How do you feel about the lump categories or clumping categories together in the new categories that's coming into ballroom?
I don't know. I think they're just trying to make it more interactive and a little bit more of a challenge. because I mean, back in the day, you didn't. I don't think the women battled the Butch Queens, or the Butch Queens didn't really, you know, it wasn't so much of an interaction. I think.
Right. Do you feel it's because there's more kids into the ballroom scene that it's a greater value that they had to cut the categories into, you know, more separate pieces?
Actually, I just think that the ballroom has just grown.
Right.
In such, you know, in such an enormous way that, you know, it's bound to happen, you know, just to make things hot, you know.
Right. Where do you see the future of the ballroom scene going, nationally and internationally?
You know, the ballroom has so much talent, so many innovators, you know, it's the possibilities are endless. It can just go so many ways, you know.
Right.
You know,
wow.
And you know, I just wish that if we all would unite instead of, you know, if we were to all unite as a force, we could make so much money. We can make so many things happen. You know, I wish we could just leave the competition on the floor and then focus on the bigger picture. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, you know, not only that, but Willie Ninja also had that vision of putting everyone together. And he's tried a couple of times, but, you know, egos get in the way and, you know,
yeah,
that's how it is.
Yeah, you know how it is.
So we have to accept it. Yeah.
How do you feel about anti-gay laws in Russia and South Africa?
I think it's disgusting. I think it's very sad and lack of humanity in the world, you know?
Right. Now, are you surprised that you find the same things in Russia and in Europe?
If I'm surprised? No, I don't think I'm surprised. I mean, I just think that, you know, everyone in the world is raised in different beliefs and, you know, they just see things differently. So, I mean, I just think it's a lack of education and lack of understanding.
Okay, do you feel that religion also has a big part into this confusion of humanity?
Absolutely. I think religion is the biggest problem as far as homosexuality and acceptance of human beings and their choices are loving.
Okay. How do you feel about, you know, some of the kids in the ballroom scene community coming in and wanting to walk a category and they wanting to play with silicone injections or black market silicone? How do you feel about that?
Well, you know, I think that if that's what they want to do, have a choice of transitioning into the gender that they feel comfortable with or that they identify with, I think if they're going to do it, they should do it the correct way with proper medical advice and not go around to, you know, certain people to get injected. I think they should do it professionally, I think.
Would you ever? Did you ever at one time want to be a femme queen, or you always knew you wanted to be a butch queen?
No, I'm happy being a boy.
Okay. All right. Is there any other categories or category that you wish to walk in the future that you have not walked yet?
No, I think I found the one I love, and that's Bang.
Word. Now, I know you're working on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that.
But before we go into that, tell us a little bit about the ballroom scene history in Sweden.
Well, the ballroom scene in Sweden was started by the House of Ninja, and the Ninja started the ballroom scene here, and I just added more to it.
Okay. And what are some of the things that you like about the European ballroom scene?
Well, what I like about the European ballroom scene is like when there's balls, everybody supports each other, and you know, if a person from a different house walks, everybody chants that house, especially the Parisian.